Hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. My name is Ramandeep Singh and today we are going to discuss the export finance. Very important topic for Forex Officer exams. So if you have not joined the Central Bank of India Forex Officer course on Bank Exams Today till now, you can join it now. Link is available in the description. Okay. Let's start the session. My WhatsApp number is also available in the description. Let me just write it down here for you before starting the session. This is my number 9067201000. This is my WhatsApp number where you can ask your doubts and I'm going to answer your doubts. So first of all, what is export finance? As the name suggests, it is a short-term credit. First of all, it is a short-term credit provided by banks to the exporters, provided by banks to whom? To exporters, to bridge the gap between production and realization of export proceeds. So the exporters, what they do? They produce their goods, right? They manufacture or produce their goods, right? There is a time between production. Production takes time. Production may take 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. So let's assume production takes some 3, 4, 5 months, right? And then when they ship their product, it after they ship their product, it reaches the importer, and then it takes some time to reach the importer and some time for the realization of the sale proceeds, right? That whole process takes time, right? That is why there is export finance, right? It is a short term credit provided by the banks to bridge the gap between production and realization of export proceeds, right? Production करने में time लगता है, ship करने में time लगता है, एक्सपोर्ट की जो प्रोसीड है उसे रियलाइज करने में टाइम लगता है, पेमेंट लेने में टाइम लगता है. इस सारे टाइम के दौरान वर्किंग कैपिटल का रिक्वायरमेंट है. दैट इज व्हाट द बैंक्स आर डूइंग. दे आर फाइनेंसिंग इट. The export finance can be divided into two parts: pre-shipment, post-shipment. Pre-shipment credit, also known as packing credit. This is an important question from examination point of view. Pre-shipment credit is also known as packing credit. Before shipping your products, before shipping your produce, whatever the funding that you need, that it comes under pre-shipment finance. You need funding for production. You need funding for production, for your regular expenses, for your factory power. You want to pay the labor, for raw material. For all that, there is packing credit. Post shipment credit, after you ship your product, the credit that you're getting is post shipment credit. Okay. So let's discuss the pre-shipment finance or the packing credit first. Finance granted before shipment of the goods to enable the exporters to procure raw material. So you can procure the raw material, pay the labor, pay for the power, electricity, process or manufacture of goods, pack and transport goods and services to the port. It is called packing credit. Okay. What is the eligibility? An exporter, now that is important. Please remember all the points are important from examination point of view. I have seen similar questions in the previous papers. An exporter must have confirmed export order or LC. To procure packing credit, an exporter must have an LC or export order. He must have IEC, importer exporter code, satisfactory credit worthiness. These are the three factors that makes an exporter eligible for the pre-shipment credit. Types of packing credit: packing credit in Indian rupees or packing credit in foreign currency. Generally, it is preferred in foreign currency, is preferred because interest rate is lower. It is linked to LIBOR, SOFR based interest rates. It is generally, this loan is generally cheaper than INR credit, and it makes the exporter competitive in the international market. International market में उनको competitive बनाता है. Normally, the packing credit is up to 180 days. Normally, I mentioned normally extension is possible. Now, this question I have seen multiple times in the exam, in the Forex Officer exams. What is a security? Hypothecation or pledge of goods. Goods are the security. Export order or the LC is a security. ECGC cover is usually provided. So these are the security for the credit. ये collateral है. Liquidation, how the payment is settled, how it is adjusted. Post-shipment finance proceed. Post-shipment, if you are getting finance, the proceeds from the post-shipment finance, post-shipment के लिए जो आप funding लेते हो बैंक से, उसके against you can settle the packing credit. Export bill realization, once you realize the your export bill का जो पैसा है आपको मिल जाता है, you can settle your loan, your packing credit with the export bill का realization. Interest is at concessional rate as per the RBI guidelines. Penal interest is there if export does not materialize. Again, RBI guidelines are there for that. But in case export doesn't materialize, penalty is there. Exam points to be remembered. Pre-shipment is before shipment. Purpose, it's for working capital. In the foreign currency, it is preferred because the interest rate is lower. Okay. Post-shipment finance. Finance granted after shipment of goods till the export proceeds are realized. Okay. So once you have shipped your goods, आपने अपने goods ship कर दिए, but you have not received the export proceeds. You want to continue your factory. You want to continue producing goods, right? For that you need working capital. So that finance that you're getting post-shipment is known as post-shipment finance. Okay. Starts from the date of shipment and ends on realization of export bills. This line is itself important. So forms of post-shipment finance. I hope you have gone through the Negotiable Instruments Act. I mean, it helps you to understand the word negotiation. Okay. It helps. Anyways, negotiation of export bill. You have export bill against which you are going to get the payment, but you need payment in advance. So bills drawn under LC, banks, they are going to check the documents and they are going to pay the exporters right away. Right away. Immediately they are going to make the payment. Obviously, they are going to charge some interest for that. The bank is going to claim the reimbursement from the issuing bank of the LC. LC ki is issuing bank se they are going to get the payment. You are basically, exporter is basically negotiating his export bill to the bank and he is getting the payment immediately because usko apni factory continue karni hai. Only LC backed exporters, exports can get this benefit. Bank assume the risk of issuing bank in case of default. Problem ho sakti hai. Lower risk, lower interest rate is there. Purchase of export bills. Bills which are not under LC. Please note that word. Bills which are not under letter of credit. Generally, most of the bills, export bills are under LC. 99% या 100% I guess बहुत कम जो bills हैं, they are not under LC. Bank is going to purchase the bill. It is in books, not practical, but anyways, you should understand the bank purchases the bill and credits the exporters. जो proceeds are immediately provide कर दी जाती है. Risk is on the exporter and overseas buyer. So please note that in the previous one, the bank checks the document and pays the exporter immediately, right? यहाँ पे bank is assuming the risk of issuing bank. But in this case, purchase of export order, risk is on exporter and overseas buyer. Bank is not taking the risk. So used for DP, DA bills, bank can recover money from the exporter in case the bill is unpaid. Discounting. Bill discounting is very popular. Export bill is discounted for its usance period. What is usance period? Generally it's 30 or 60 days. So that much time is provided. Generally it's 30, 60, 90 days. That much time is provided to the importer to settle the bills. Exporter needs working capital, right? So the exporter discounts his bill from the bank. Exporter gets the immediate funds minus the discount. So he needs payment right now. The exporter doesn't want to wait for 30, 60 days. So he's getting his bill discounted from the bank. It's common in usance bill. Interest charged for remaining tenure. Obviously, some extra, interest, higher rate of interest is charged by the bank because bank wants to make the profit. Bill maturity matters. Period of post shipment up to 180 days from the shipment date. Extension is possible up to 365 days with conditions. What is the security? Export documents, ECGC cover is very common. Sometimes collateral and margin is also provided by the exporters. Interest rate is concessional. Uh, Penal interest rate if export proceeds not realized within prescribed time. Securities, export documents, ECGC cover. I have already discussed that. Interest rate I have covered. So what is the difference between pre-shipment and post-shipment credit? Please understand the difference. Stage pre-shipment is before shipment, post-shipment is after shipment. You can take the screenshot. Purpose pre-shipment production and packing, post-shipment realization of proceeds. It's also known as packing credit. Post-shipment is also known as bill finance. Risk is lower in pre-shipment, but even in post-shipment, it depends upon the buyer and the country that you are exporting to. Liquidation in pre-shipment, it is by export bills. In post-shipment, by payment from importer. That's, I guess, all for today, students. I hope you liked the today's session. You should join the Forex Officer course on BankExamsToday.com. Link is available in the description. नीचे description में मैंने link दिया है. I hope you like the today's session, right? This is my WhatsApp number in case you are unable to find the link to join, right? This is my number where you can ask your doubts and I'm going to answer all your doubts. And that's, I guess, all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.